3 days of competition have led us to this Sunday. And for one solitary golfer in the field, today's the day. Today's the day that a new chapter will be written in major championship history. Today's the day that legends are born or amplified. Today, perhaps, will be the culmination of a lifetime's worth of dreams. Today is the final round of the United States Open.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Los Angeles Country Club, live final round coverage of the United States Open Championship. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And that will be in the fairway. So a solid start here on this Sunday. That is so well done. On into on this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Just gonna sneak on by. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. That's gonna move him to 24 under par. The second is a tough par 4, measuring out at 497 yards. Bunkers serve as obstacles left and right off the tee, but this hole's all about the second shot, as players will likely be faced with a long approach over the barranca. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Looking at 153 to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This is a 13-footer. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That finished off for par here at the second. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. The third is another par 4, this one a bit shorter at 419 yards. You'll want to get familiar with the hole location prior to teeing off. Left side hole locations should dictate a drive up the right side of the fairway, and vice versa. Up at the putting surface, 3 front bunkers protect this molar-shaped green. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. The big drive got him here, now a short one for his second. Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. The fourth is a tough par 3 with a couple of complicating factors to it. One, it's long at a robust 228 yards. And two, it's downhill a good 25 to 30 feet, so gauging what club to hit and how hard to hit it, that goes hand in hand with getting out of here with a par. That one safely on the putting surface. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
This has a little bit of uphill to it, working back to the right at the end.
That was low from the start. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Now to the 5th, a par 4 at 480 yards. It's a bit of a blind tee shot up a rise to a fairway that slopes left to right up beyond the landing area. It's important to make sure you're in the fairway, because as we saw at the 23 Open, players whose tee shots ran into that right rough rarely reach the green with their seconds. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Not a ton in this, but you have to hit it firm.
Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's got it to 25 under par now. It's believed that just about every great course in the world features one par 4 under 350 yards, allowing for multiple playing options. On the North course, it's this one, the 6th. This hole checks in at just 325 yards and is one of the great risk-reward holes on this course. Long hitters can have a go at the green, but doing so brings in all manner of obstacles that are avoided when playing for position off the tee. So you see where this wound up. Just a short pitch for his second. Not a long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And with that, his score moves to 26 under par. Stand atop the tee at the 7th, and you could be forgiven for thinking this is a par 4. In fact, the club of choice for many is indeed driver. But here at the North course, this is a par 3. At 284 yards, though if the person in charge of pin placement is feeling devious, this hole can stretch out over 300 yards. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his second shot.
Been a good start to the round and more evidence there. Beautiful touch from around the green.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he's going to stay at 26 under par. The second of the par 5s on the course is this one, the 547-yard 8th hole. This is another of the great risk-reward holes on the course. A well-struck drive should have a reasonable chance to reach this green in 2. But beware of the barranca left, and bear in mind that this green is on the smallish side, so long approaches will need to be precise. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Oh yeah, putt through the fairway lie, just hoping to get this somewhere close, but it is into the bottom of the cup for an eagle. Wow. The final hole of the front side of the North Course at the Los Angeles Country Club is a par 3 at 171 yards. A good football field shorter than the 7th. Bunker short, left and right protect a narrow green featuring a number of dramatic contour changes. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that is going to go in the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. The back nine here on the North Course begins with the 374-yard par 4 10th. What this hole lacks in length, it makes up for in bite, as a total of 7 bunkers are placed at strategic locations, swallowing up any errant shots. And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. So even from the thick stuff, a chance still to possibly reach this green in regulation. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Now this for another birdie. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And pars will be no problem from here on out, as this will remain a full 10-shot lead. What a par 3 this is, the 11th at 290 yards. Depending on the marine layer, you get a spectacular view of downtown LA just to the east of the golf course. This hole's no slouch either. Like the 7th, it often requires a tee shot that lands off the green and runs on. Boy, he took that one way upstairs, got a lot of air under it, and that allowed it to land softly. That's a nice shot. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, that ball online all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. The 12th is a dogleg left, par 4 at a manageable 380 yards. Most players should be left with a short iron in with their second, but as with the 11th, 2 jagged front bunkers provide a problem to be avoided and can sometimes wreak havoc with depth perception. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position in the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. The 13th is a long par 4, checking in at a full 507 yards. This is another picturesque hole with vistas of Bel Air and Benedict Canyon. Most players will want to steer their tee shots to the left to get a better view of the putting surface. Up at the green, a deceptive tilt left to right means that approaches that miss left can lead to a very difficult up and down.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
Left himself with 149 yards to the front, 153 to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. With the towers of Century City in the distance, we get a look here at the 623-yard par 5 14. This was by far the toughest of the par 5s at the 2023 U.S. Open, and in fact was the rare par 5 that yielded an average score over par for the week. That is going to wind up right down Broadway. A majestic-looking tee shot there. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. Now this for another birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. On to the 15th. This was hole-in-one central during the 23 Open, the 49th, 50th, and 51st in U.S. Open history. Matthew Pavon, Sam Burns, and Matt Fitzpatrick all carding aces in rounds 1 and 2. Good chance at one. Okay, that one's dancing. After a brilliant tee shot, this for birdie. Putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. That's going to move him to, you ready for this? 32 under. The final 3-hole stretch of long par 4s begins here with a 542-yard 16. This hole was renovated to more closely resemble its original design, and its fairway connects to the 10th in a nod to the old course at St. Andrews. Multiple bunkers are in play off the tee, with 2 more up near the large green.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Now from just under 100 yards, he'll stare down his second.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Chance now for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he's going to move to 33 under par. Now to the 17th, a toughie at 520 yards. Look out from the tee, and bunkers will comprise a lot of what you see. But this really is a standout hole with beautiful sycamore trees providing an alluring backdrop. Up near the green, a series of 4 bunkers protect the front and left sides of the green, including one that's the closest thing of the course to a pot bunker. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. From 163 yards out, this a tough second.
Well, it was either too much for breakfast or a little too much club, and that's going to leave a very tough downhill next one.
Now this for another birdie. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain well under par. The closing hole here at the Los Angeles Country Club is a par 4 at 492 yards, featuring the widest 18th fairway. This side of St. Andrews, at points it could be as wide as 50 to 60 yards. The second shot is a tough one, though, to a narrow green flanked by thick rough and bunkers on either side. This is turning a little to his left.
Now that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway. I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, I've really been impressed with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. Yes, what a final round this was, from being on the outside looking in to a big lead. As we'll watch and wait, but this certainly must feel like this will be a victory. So for Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now.